I'm in the street. The bottom line of this thing is that a lot of things have been said. But first, give honor to Revolutionary Jesus. Give honor to Prophet Muhammad, the Revolutionary Jesus, Prophet Muhammad, and all those sacred religions that are represented today. All right? I'm here to tell you that we must, as John Eve said, we must stay in school because education is key. But what's going on in the public school system is not enough. So you got to have after-school programs that are like liberation schools. You have to go back to the time when they teach our children who they are, so that they will understand the greatness of them. Because in situations like this, it makes you feel that you don't have power. But I'm here to tell you that we have power as a black people. We have power in the unity of black people. Is that right? I'm here to tell you that we must begin to do what's up. Am I talking to anybody? The bottom line of the story is, if they had they or all that way, they would put us all in jail and shoot us down. You don't hear me. I'm here to tell you, you got to do yourself, and doing yourself looks like taking care of your body. Hold on to me. The bottom line is we should not have a conversation in the black community around childhood obesity. We should be in a conversation of exercise, health, and nutrition, and we should be able to create in our community justice league. So y'all will be mad at me. Don't be mad at me. I'm not talking about arming people with guns. I'm talking about arming people with the knowledge of who they are. Right? I'm talking about arming people with a body that can make it from one step to the other without weapons and weapons. Oh, y'all won't hear me. We got to get in shape for the revolution. We got to get in shape. Okay, and now what it is that all of us are on the list. It's just a matter of what time yours is coming up. Alright? So what you got to do is to strengthen your inner man, your physical self, so that you can be able to protect your whole community. Oh, I'm just talking about self-defense. Don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me. I'm telling you that our people must be able to have some knowledge of how to defend themselves. There's some knowledge. I'm not saying I'm in the spirit of Martin Luther King. I'm in the spirit of Martin Luther King, spent all my life dealing with non-violence. And that's what I'm talking about. But at the same time, because of the knowledge of who you are, you got to teach our children the greatness of Africa, where they came from, and the contributions that we made to the entire world. You can't bring all these drugs in our community. We don't get drugs in our community. We cannot keep going along with the conversation about, well, they ain't got no jobs, they got to be drug dealers. No. We need to create entrepreneurial opportunities for our young people. And we need to create entrepreneurial opportunities for those people who have been incarcerated who cannot get a job in this system. Okay? I'm here to say they touching me on the back. But I don't mean that I need to go. But one thing about it, you got to go back into any community. After we say all the stuff that affects everybody, you got to go back into some community and lay your root down and try to raise one community up, two communities up, so that we can not get a city that has all the prosperity. But then you got Zion City, English Avenue, Summerhill, Mechanicsville, Dixie Hill, Adamsville, all these communities right now. Is that crazy? That is crazy. Okay, so now let me say this. I will work to try to repeal the Stay Your Ground law.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Southern Region Director of the NAACP, Mr. Kevin Miles.
No justice! No justice! No justice! Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be very brief, but I wanted to point something out to you. You know, when you put together a march or a rally like this, one of the things that you really worry about is rain, right? And if it starts to rain, what's going to happen? But I want y'all to take pride in the fact that when the storm came, you didn't do it your time. And then voting rights. While we are dealing with the storms of children being shot dead in the streets, if all we do is just stand together and stand our ground, we can outlast that storm too. Now, family, let me tell you, I'm Kevin Miles, I'm the Southeast Regional Director of the NAACP. I oversee all of the branches and all the units in Alabama, Florida, Georgia, Mississippi, South Carolina, North Carolina, and Tennessee. And I'm very tired of coming to these rallies when we have some tragic situation like this. But I didn't just get tired. I was tired when we were rallying for Ariston Waiters who got shot down in Union City. I was tired after Sean Blair. I was tired after Oscar Grant. I was tired after Amadou Diallo. I was tired after Ramarley Green. I was tired after President Alexander got arrested for shooting up in the air trying to protect himself from an abusive husband. I was tired after John McNeil went to jail for trying to protect his own son and his own family in his own yard. But ladies and gentlemen, if you like me are sick and tired of being sick and tired, there comes a time when we have to move beyond anger to action. We've got to go beyond anger to action. So we talked a lot about reaching out to the justice system. I want to tell you that I just came back from Florida the day before yesterday. We had a meeting with Eric Holder, the Attorney General of the United States. He issued the call for them to bring federal civil rights charges against George Zimmerman. But we're not done yet. We have a petition out there that you all can sign. The petition is located on NAACP.org. And if you don't get it there, you can get it on MoveOn.org. And in the time since the decision was rendered, we have already gathered 2.5 million. But beyond that, we got to keep on pushing. We've got to push to make sure that we can do something about racial profiling. Some of you heard about a group called the Dream Defenders down in Florida who has been sitting in the state capitol. We have joined with them and they joined with us. We're issuing one call and we need to do it here. We're going to stop the racial profiling. We need to make sure that we have citizen review boards that have actual teeth that can make sure that they're looking out for our community. And we need to make sure that we put an end to stand your ground. Can we do that? If you're not a part of an organization, I challenge you to join one. But you are. And I'm speaking to the people behind me as well as the people in front. When we leave here today, let's commit not just to feeling in this moment, but let's set a date and sit down at a table and put something together that will serve all of our communities so we have no more Trayvon Martin. Thank you very much.
President Emeritus of Morehouse College, Dr. Robert M. Franklin. What a blessed day this is.